The Olympus XA is often an overlooked little camera. However, I can say that after personally using it as my backup for 2 years in my personal and photojournalistic work in Ukraine, that is a mistake.
The Olympus XA series of capless, caseless, full-frame 35mm capsule cameras has dramatically changed the whole concept of compact camera. A striking single episode well illustrates these cameras' fantastic functionality. This incident happened to a journalist working with the American UPI press service. One day, summoned to the job by an urgent phone call, he rushed out. It was only when he saw the photo opportunity of the century that he realized with dismay he didn't have his camera equipment with him.
Having a camera that will fit into the palm of your hand. A leaf shutter that barely makes any noise at all. No, having a camera this discreet will give street photographers something they've always craved. Something they hunger for. To blend into a crowd. I can personally attest to the fact that this camera has allowed me to get shots that a simple SLR would prohibit me from getting. Especially operating in a country where the older people still remember a time when a guy with a camera wouldn't have been good news for you.
Then suddenly you remember the Olympus XA he carried constantly on his belt. The XA saved the day. He came away with a major scoop.
The Olympus XA was designed by Olympus's creative genius, Yoshihisa Maitani. He's also responsible for creating the Olympus Pen and OM series. The OM line, of course, now digital, but still in production to this day. However, I would posit that the Olympus XA is possibly his magnum opus. While creating a compact camera with such versatility could not have been easy, I see the genius behind it. The clamshell design is admittedly an acquired taste. It was for me. However, to be able to protect the lens, house the focusing system and on-off switch, is a true feat of engineering.
Faster than the speed of light.
The lens on the Olympus XA is a 35mm f2.8 f-Zuiko lens. However, this is kind of a lie. It is fully possible to use this lens at f2.8, but I've found that you will lose a lot of contrast, you'll invite a lot of ghosting in, and I can't recommend it. This has led to a lot of people discounting the Olympus XA as just another cheap point and shoot. And while I cannot recommend the extreme ends of the aperture spectrum for this camera, I've taken incredibly sharp images at f5.6 to f11. 35mm is one of the most versatile focal lengths in the world, and some would even consider it the premier focal length for street photography. However, it is also the perfect crop ratio then for panoramic. One of the mandates given to me by the Ukrainians that I know is to help show their country in a way that is more than just war, destruction, and rubble. And the Olympus XA has allowed me to cover both aspects of Ukraine. Being small enough to carry around the streets of Kyiv and Kharkiv, while also being a really great backup camera in the field. Being reasonably sharp, quick, and discreet. This has proven an invaluable tool for my work. I think most people will look at the Olympus XA and discount it out of hand. They will look at the flaws that it does have and write it out of history. However, I think these people are missing the point of the Olympus XA. It is a marvel of design and engineering. It is a one-of-a-kind tool, truly unique in the photographic market, as it was back then. And in my opinion, I believe it is worthy of our respect.